So from time to time, Jagex is live streaming and they are talking about future updates, what may happen in the future, what polls we may have, and they are also taking player feedback. Let's say one time there was a player who said, can we have something done about Zulrah items? Because at the time they were extremely cheap. Like I have a graph now. Look at this. They were less than 300k. And then it kept crashing. The Serpentine Visage went down to 162,000 gold. It was clearly a problem because everyone was doing Zulrah, everyone was getting these items, and you could not destroy them at the time for scales. So the guy said, hey, can we destroy these items and we get scales? Because that would mean they would go up in price, the items. Because I mean, you're killing a boss, you're supposed to get like 2 mil items and not 162k. And Modash said, you know what? This sounds like a good idea. I think we're going to be polling that. And this is the moments that you should be looking for in like Q&A streams or, whenever. Because you have a potential to make a lot of money. And guess what? I actually bought a lot of Serpentine helmets. I bought like 500 of them. So if the update happens, if it passes the poll, I will have over 1 billion gold. And the poll happened, but it failed. It failed because Blowpipe was giving more scales. I think it was like 2 times more scales than Serpentine Helmet and Fang. And people didn't like that. And I think it was like 10,000 scales. And this is like the most retarded moment of my life. Because I said, oh well, I guess it didn't pass the poll. I may as well sell my Serpentine helmets. And I did. I sold all 500 of them. And then 1 month later, they repolled it. They made a proper poll where every single Zulrah item, if you destroy it, gives equal amount of scales. And I think they upped it to 20,000 scales per item. And it passed. And then the item went from 165k to 3.4 million, and it's stabilized now at around 2.5 mil. I could have had like 1.2 bill. I already thought of this. I already invested in items. I thought because it failed the poll, it's never gonna happen. Holy fucking shit, I could have been a billionaire. Well, it's 1 billion. Could I say that? Anyway, so you should always be looking for Q&A. That's what I do. I look at Q&A streams and it's like, people say, hey, could you do something about this? People talk so much about Circle. People say, please do something about it because it's like 4 to 1k. You get a ring from Dagnaught Kings, it's like 3 million. You get this, it's 4 to 1k. Can anything be done about this? And there's been so many suggestions, add like Kraken Tentacle as a string so it becomes more powerful and, blah, 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 blah. It's a bad item. Don't buy it. I think because of this video, it will go up in price. I have like 70 of those. So just saying, let me just, I don't have, don't fucking say that I made them go up and then I sold. I could do that. I don't give a shit. But I didn't do it, okay? Anyway, there was another item. Saradomin Bruise. I know. It's like the weirdest item. Why the fuck would they go up in price? Well, because of raids. Let me just open this page of OS Buddy. Take a look at this. If we're going to go to quarter, look at the price of Sarah Bruise. They were like 3.9k. It's like 4k, stable price. And then boom. Went to 5.4k. Boom. Went to 7.2k. Why? Because raids are coming. So even though they didn't say, oh, Sarah Bruise are going to go up in price, but you could think about it. Okay, so raids are going to come out. It's going to be a massive PVM thing. Everyone will be doing it. What do they need when they're doing it? Saradomin Bruise. Because you want to survive as long as you can. You want to get those super restores, all kinds of potions, all kinds of consumables. So that kind of stuff, I thought, okay, that kind of stuff is definitely going to go up. And it seems that they almost doubled in price at certain points. So it's such a simple item, like Sarah Bruise almost double in price. So I was a little bit too late to the party. I bought them at 6.3k. So the initial price was 4k. You can see I overpaid a little bit. However, if I'm trying to sell them now, they are, well, it says 7.1, but they're around like 7.3k or so at the moment. So I'm thinking, would I be able to sell all of them? Because I have like 5k in here. And let me just check the price, how much I paid. Let's go to history. I paid for all of these 81.5 7.6 million. So let's see how much money I would be able to get if I sold for medium. Look at that, huh? That's like 13 million for free. Just because I thought of this thing, huh? But now I need to sell them. I don't think I will be able to, but let's just down the price a little bit. Let's confirm the offer. It's not selling. Fuck. I may panic at this point, you know? Nah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna actually let me down it a little. So here we go. I sold all of my Saradomin brews, and I know that the price is not the highest. It's only 7.1k, but, you know, don't tell me that I panicked. I just have a time limit. I need to upload a video today, so I cannot wait for tomorrow. I could have set it for maybe 7.2k, and even if I have to wait for 2 weeks, I would have gladly waited. But let's go to history. Let's check. So I paid 81.6 million for all of these Saradomin brews, and I got now 92.2 million. You know, it does feel good because I was a little bit too late because the brews were already at 6.3k, so it was kind of risky to buy them. By the way, don't buy them at the moment because it's just so risky. Like, there is no way they can go to like 8.3k. They actually can, but it's just don't buy them, please. Like, if you do buy them, it's up to you. If you lose money, which you probably will, don't blame me. Really, all I did is just set the offer because I thought it was a good idea to buy Saradomin brews, and because of that, I made 10 million. Just like that. Well, anyway, if you remember my last video, let me just enter my... Do I remember even my login? If you remember, free membership was actually given to my account. Fuck. Nope, that doesn't sound too good. Okay, free membership was given to accounts who were... RuneScape 3 Ironman. You can see I have membership until, let me just do this. Anyway, they actually did give away 2 weeks of membership because it says your membership will expire on 31st of October, but I am wondering if it's gonna be also for old school, so I'm gonna try to log into any members worlds, and yeah, I was allowed to log in. I'm not allowed to skip it. You know, some people say skip the tutorial island by talking to Skippy. There's no such thing in here. It's only in Deadman mode. He's supposed to be here, but he's not. Yeah, you see? 2-3 weeks of membership. People said it's clickbait or something. Why you would even say that? Like, so many people said that. Why would you say it's clickbait? Well, let me look. Clickbait, it's 17.49 in UK and still nothing. You mean Jagex clickbait, because how am I supposed to clickbait this if it was on official RuneScape website? Anyway, I was given out membership. Actually, I can log into maybe one more account because I have like 10 accounts. And here's the deal. Please tell me, what am I supposed to do with like 10 members accounts? Do you remember when I played with like 20 accounts at the same time? And I completed a Christmas event on 20 accounts at the same time because it actually had a purpose. If you complete the event on 20 accounts, you can get 20 rewards at the same time. But what can you do with members' accounts? Like, is there any activities where, oh yeah, that would be so good, but because you need to pay for members, it becomes not good at all because you need to pay bond money, and that means you will be losing money, or you need to pay real life money, so no one's going to be doing that. But because I got it for free on 10 accounts, is there any activity that I could be doing, like with fresh accounts, like just quickly maybe making money or something? Just, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something, but let me just log into one of my accounts. Okay, so that is one of my other accounts. It should be, you need members accounts. What the fuck? What? Wait, I don't understand. That account didn't work. What about this one? You need a members account? Okay, so just check 10 of my accounts and only one of them has membership. If I log into this one, it says you're not a member, which is quite weird. But then I checked Reddit and it says, hey all, just a heads up, if you're an Ironman and eligible for 2 weeks of membership, you'll be receiving it at some point today. At some point today. Could be at any point. So you really need to wait until the next day when it's 18th of October. Then you can say, okay, something's wrong. If it's still 17th, you cannot say that because you may still be receiving it. Just hopefully there's going to be no limit on how many accounts you could have created, because somebody told me, well, he's just guessing, but someone said that if you create like 10 accounts, only one of them is going to, like the first one is going to become the member, And just to combat botting, the rest of them are not going to become member. Because that would mean that I cannot use 10 of my accounts that I created for something. I have no idea what yet, but for something, potentially, if they will become member. But I mean, I have like 3 hours until the next day starts in Jagex time, so I'm not putting that many hopes in this account, but oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!